Alright, so apparently June 23rd is the birthday of the blue butthole. Didn't really know, didn't really care. Still kind of don't. But what the heck, I was in the middle of playing this anyway. So I figure I might as well stream up. Okay, I have played so many different added-on characters to this. Not Vanilla Sonic. So, for this playthrough, let's go with Vanilla Sonic and no, Vanilla Sonic only. Just for the sake of it, this is Sonic Robo Blast 2. It's Sonic in 3D, but 2D, but not really 3D. It's also Doom Engine. It makes sense. All the while it's storming outside. Great. Why am I... You know, the truth is, it's because I have so much shit running. So of course there's going to be the occasional lag spike. Even though this is a modified frickin' Doom Engine game, a Doom Engine from the mid-frickin' 90s. I want to remind people, this engine that this game plays on is probably older than most of you who have ever seen it. Who are watching this right now. Assuming there is anyone watching right now. There might be a good number of you out there, actually, who are not younger than this engine. And if you do happen to be as old or older than the original Doom game engine, congratulations, just like me, you're an old frickin' fart. Yes, Sonic Robo Blast 2 is one of those fan games that has apparently been around longer than most other fan games that you've ever heard of in this day and age. And, you know, I've been aware of it all this time. It's just up until, like, I think a couple of years ago, I just did not have the wherewithal or presence to give a shit. Because, like, at the end of the day, Sonic or not, it's still a Doom Engine mod. But I admit, I'm surprised how far along it's come, how significant in its and how it differentiates itself from your typical Doom. Like, I'm playing this on a PlayStation 4 gamepad, for crying out loud. I don't know much about Doom clones. I never played the original Doom at any point in my life ever, which, considering how old I am, is just like, how? How did you manage to miss this? That is someone as old as you and had a PC at the time that Doom was a major thing, managed to somehow not get Doom. And I can't really tell you why. I just, not something, and all the time, and all the PlayStation PC games that I played, cross paths with. I don't know what else to say. I just try to think of all the early PC games that I did end up with. Microsoft Hellbender, Monster Truck Madness. But Doom, no, that just completely eluded me. Balls. I don't know why I'm lingering around here. All I need to do is get the dang tokens and then head for the gold ring. Woo! I am done with Act. Yeah, and furthermore, it's just like, I repeat, this is running on the original Doom engine. An extremely modified form of the original Doom engine. And not only is it a Sonic game, it's a Knights game at the same time. And you know, there's a lot more games that it can be even beyond that, because the number of mods that I have installed on this thing. And there are tons and tons more I could still... No, that's the wrong toggle. I have not played these toggles in a long time. Forgive me! But the fact of the matter is, you've got the Doom engine, the original Doom engine from the mid-90s, and it's running basically a Knights game within a Sonic game within a Doom game. And there are more mods that you could play on top of this. You could turn this game into Metroid Prime. Absolutely astonishing how far Sonic fan game makers are willing to go, especially with a fan game engine this old. I don't know enough about the history of this game, other than I know that it has existed as long as it has, and I've been aware of it. I just don't. Up until like the past couple of years or so, didn't care, because didn't have any reason to care. But then I started seeing a lot of the ridiculous mods that you can lay on top of this. And it's just like, good freaking grief. In any case, Sonic Robo Blast 2 is, if nothing else, not just a tribute to Sonic, but a tribute to like the Sonic fan game community as a whole. Because I think without games like this, Sonic fan gaming in general probably would not have as much of a footprint as it has had, let alone ROM hacks, for example. The point I'm trying to make is Sonic Robo Blast 2 is the Sonic fan game of all time. I don't know how else to describe it. 20 years after the fact, this game is still getting updated and modded and all sorts of different supports for it. In that same regard, it's kind of sad that I found myself more intrigued by this game than I have for anything officially Sonic for some years. Alright, so I can only get 2 tokens in this level, I think. It doesn't matter. This game very much has this sort of Sonic 3 design mentality behind it, wherein, you know, there's a lot of explorable areas by different characters with different abilities. And if I can't get to one place with Sonic, and most other characters will be able to get there, I can just about guarantee. And, you know, if the fact that this is a Sonic fan game wasn't enough, and a tribute to Sonic fan game and fan creators in general, the ability to just keep coming up with new content for something this old, then how about we talk about the music compositions? Because, again, Sonic fan composers, they can do a Sonic real darn good. That's your thing. What I'm trying to say is, they make good music. Yes, I know I don't need to do anything more to finish this level. Just get to the end, get the emerald, and be done with it. Shut up. I know that much I do! I can still get all the Chaos Emeralds before... I'm pretty sure I can usually get them all before Zone 2 is done. Which is good, because I don't know... I've played this so much that I'm able to get the emeralds so quickly, and I don't know how to get any more emeralds after that point. That's how bad... I haven't bothered to memorize anything beyond the second zone in terms of token location. Though I will say, as much as I'm glad that this thing has analog sticks for precision movement, it's as much of a bane as it is a boon, considering how precise you have to be sometimes. But yeah, we haven't even finished the first zone yet, and I've already got 4 Chaos Emeralds. Ow! Stop that, Dr. Robotnik. Oh, by the way, this game does have a frickin' plot. Basic plot. Dr. Robotnik is doing an evil. Go stop. Sorry, it's Dr. Eggman, I forget. We don't use his proper name anymore. Oh yeah, another thing about it is... This isn't much Robotnik's birthday, this is Sonic's. The hero, and then there's the villain, and they both come out, they both existed in the first game, so this is both of their birthdays. So, happy birthday to Egghead! Why is nobody giving any respect to Dr. Robotnik? It's his birthday too. It's like everyone wants to celebrate Sonic. He's Sonic, he's old as fuck, and it's just like, Dr. Robotnik's just as old as he is. Come on, let's not beat around the bush here. Genius. Once again, I feel a huge credit to all the fan game makers who continue to prove that it's possible to have a 3D style Sonic game with 2D style control and precision that actually works. Granted, I admit it's something that's going to take a lot of getting used to in order to, you know, didn't mean to do that. It does take some getting used to, obviously, but really, it's again, it can be done, and people can play it. But no, and official Sonic game control has to be accessible. Bitch, no one cared about the kind of accessibility that we have today before, and what does it matter if it's accessible if it's limiting? We want fucking freedom. That's the appeal of being able to control Sonic like this. Is that, you know, it's difficult, but it's flowful. You can get all sorts of utility out of the simple Sonic physics that you had in 2 dimensions. But no, that's maybe gonna make it easy for people to pick up and play so that they can go fast whenever they fucking want. That's all that that's all that matters about Sonic to most people, is being able to go fast. You gotta go fast! And mucking around in purple shit ain't going fast. I've seen a lot of people defend Sonic Frontiers, especially after they've had a lot of DLC to help adjust how the game feels. And I'm just like, it doesn't help with the game design as far as I'm concerned. It's just like, why do you feel it's so necessary that Sonic's game feel, the way that he handles, is something that you have so little faith in being able to get it right, you know, down to a certain precise amount, that you have to leave it up to the individual players to adjust how they want their Sonic to play. Some people say, well, that's the ultimate freedom. I call it being insecure about your own design. You don't think people can pick up and play and do a Sonic the way the Sonic does and is? I think that's not a problem that you should put on the players. I think that's just, you have a problem that you're too either stubborn or stupid to know how to fix. You want to make your game accessible? People hate Sonic as it is. No one actually likes it. They just put up with it because he happened to be popular in the 90s. Well, Sonic had some kind of fucking quality to it. He had to have, whether you like to admit it or not, which even I hate to admit sometimes. Why does it keep doing that? It's not gotten horrible yet. This is an ancient game engine that is barely genuinely 3D at all, if it actually is. Because that's the other thing about the Doom engine, is that the way the original Doom ran is just like, functionally it was a 2D game. Like, I don't know what this game looks like under the hood compared to its original incarnation, but I can pretty much guarantee it's a far cry from what it was, yet still recognizable enough as what it was, or would have been once upon a time. I want to comment about this particular special stage. I fucking hate this room so goddamn much. Like, I've gotten used to maneuvering my way through it, but there's so much orange on orange on orange on orange on orange on orange on orange. It's hard to fucking tell what's what. Fuck this level. I don't know, that might be part of the appeal, or part of the, you know, what makes it what it is, and the challenge level, but it is so disorientating. I can't abide by it, and I have gotten used to it, but that does not make it good. It's like Sonic 06. It's just like, I've gotten used to how jank that game is, and I've played it to the degree that I managed to get all 180 fucking Sulfiana gold medals on my PlayStation 3 save file. But is it a good game? Fuck no! The same thing with Sonic Forces. I went out of my way to get all the achievements for that, but is it a good game? Fucking no, it isn't. People say it's mid. No, it's awful. As far as I'm concerned, functional Sonic game does not constitute good or even acceptable. Because I'm just so fucking tired of every Sonic game, regardless of whether it's functional or not, just being meh. Okay, can't go that way. I played so many darn custom characters. I don't know. I genuinely barely know how to play this game properly. Like, I know level layouts to a degree and enemy patterns and all that good stuff, but I'll be damned if I can remember or figure out where the actual official which characters can actually go where and what they are capable of doing. And of course, it's not like this game is free of your typical Sonic camera nonsense either. Yeah, most of the custom characters and players don't even need to have numerous different ways of getting around that. So I'm trying to remember how to do it the normal way. Vanilla Hedgehog. And you know, beyond this, beyond Sonic Robo Blast 2, which is a Sonic fan game mod on top of the original Doom engine, there is a kart racer on top of this Sonic SRB2 kart, and there was a sequel to that called Dr. Robotnik's Ring Racers. The flexibility of this engine, and especially this game in general, is borderline unbelievable. And I'm not sure who to give more credit to. The fan game makers who have actually managed to get away with making this, or id Software for making a very flexible game engine in general. Because, you know, the Doom clones and Doom engine clones they were a dime a dozen back in the day, which I think that's a tribute to the engine and its reusability. Then there's just how far that can be taken. I mean, we're looking at an example of that right now. Doom? This ain't Doom. This is Sonic the Nighthawk. I hate this level. This one is a very distinct difficulty spike. Granted, I have played this so many times that I am not super concerned about losing right now. When you first play this, it is a challenge, and I think that's a lot of the good reason why it's so enjoyable. It's a good challenge. This sort of control, these sort of design philosophy, layouts. Will everybody be able to get into this? No, but sorry, get good scrub. Like there was a time, once upon a time, where people played games had to put effort into doing that. Some of that effort was, in fact, genuine BS. It's just like, oh, we're just gonna design something that can kill you like 50,000 times, so it'll keep eating up all your quarters at the arcade. That kind of shit. I wouldn't consider Sonic one of those sorts of games. We now technically have access to Super Sonic. I just gotta, do the typical Super Sonic thing, collect 50 rings, and then do a yumpy thing. Assuming I can hang on to 50 rings that long. Yeah, how hard is it to be able to just curl up into a ball and let momentum do its work? Work with momentum and physics and all that shit. Of course, coming back to it, that's still one thing about this game that it hasn't implemented perfectly. It does have some degree of momentum and physics, to the degree that it is... to the degree that it is nigh indistinguishable, to a certain extent, from your average 2D Sonic experience given 3D life, but I fucking hit that thing. Why? Shuttle loops. There are no shuttle loops. At least not officially. I have seen a number of fan game levels that have shuttle loops in them. Most of that is thunder. I hung like 3 times. What? No, never mind. I don't need it. I've lost more rings trying to get it than I would have saved by getting it. There are some fan levels that have shuttle loops in them, but in this game proper, there aren't any. And the shuttle loops I have seen in fan game levels are usually the same kind that you're going to find in official 3D Sonic Standard. It's completely automatic. It's going to run it through you completely of its own volition. Can't risk you falling off. And to be frank, that's not something that I wholly... That whole thing about shuttle loops and how they would have to be automated in order to be any fun. Oh, there's meant to be a spectacle anyway. Might as well take control completely out of the player's hand at that point. And there's kind of just like, no, we should always be able to have had control no matter what we did. Control was never taken away from us in the originals. The shuttle loops worked fine then. And I'm just like, yeah, but then you didn't have a third dimension to fucking worry about fucking things up. Also, the shuttle loops were generally a lot smaller in classic Sonic, which is interesting when you think about it. 3D, for 3D, a lot of things that you think about being standard in 2D Sonic had to be scaled up because of the third dimension. Just sort of requires all that extra space. I don't even know. I'm just blathering at this point. Granted, this whole session's gonna be me blathering because I am alone and I have nothing else to frickin' do with my day except play this. It's raining right now. I can't move stones. Not that it was big on wanting to do that in the first place. It's like I want that shit out of the way, out of my yard. But I don't really want to be the one to actually have to pick up those darn things. Granted, I could do with some lifting. Regardless, the fact I think I was trying to make before is that by simplifying the design and control of 3D Sonic games, you don't really make Sonic games not all that special anymore. You know, it's just like there's only one real right way. It's not even so much that there's a right way and a wrong way to do things. Is that there's a right way, and then there's the if you don't do it the right way, it's just wrong, full stop. And what am I trying to say? You don't have any freedom to figure out how something works or how you can do something differently. Again, just trying to wrap my brain around this while actually playing the game. So I don't do this much anymore. It's just like, I'd rather just play the game and not talk. Gaming and thinking and talking all at once just does not work for me. I know there's a lot of people out there that have developed that skill, and you'd think that after so many fucking years of doing this, I would have fucking figured it out what the trick is by now. But no, I don't. Whoop. See, and I did that all just letting myself roll down a hill. Try that in a fucking modern Sonic game. It'd send you right in a damn dash panel or something. I had 140 rings, and I didn't think once to activate Supersonic. I am smart. Gotta give credit to the aesthetic choices for this fan game. There's a lot of level themes that you see a lot of in Sonic. You know, the green beach side, the green forests, and the beach side, the palm tree panics, and the casino zones, and the toxic places, zones. You know, robo bases, something in spaces. And the occasional dessert. But you don't often, not never, obviously, you don't often see castle themes in Sonic games. Like, I'm okay. You don't see it very often, is what I was saying, because I remember at least in Sonic Heroes, technically has a haunted castle zone, although haunted levels are a uncommon Sonic level trope. In official Sonic, I can only think of Sonic Heroes and I guess Sonic 3 and Knuckles, like just off the top of my... Okay, well, no, that wouldn't be a haunted zone. That would be a castle zone. But that's the one level in Shadow the Hedgehog. That's a castle. But yeah, uncommon themes. I'm trying to think of any other sort of themes that are uncommon amongst Sonic. Balls! I'm just missing out on all sorts of opportunities to get supersonic. Like, I collect all these rings and then I forget. Hey, there's a transformation button. Why don't you frickin' push it? Okay, fine. This is super. It fucking is. Just no. I'm not gonna waste all those rings again, just to not go super. Honestly, why am I even going this way? I should be going this way anyway, because this is the way that I know how to do the thing and not get hurt too much. Not that it matters when I'm super. Nothing matters when you are a Super Sonic. See? I was just standing there and he killed himself for me! Yo-ho-ho and a bag of rings. Why am I... It's just... This is pirate... This is a pirate theme! That's a... you know... Well, I mean... Underwater themes are something that you don't get much in Sonic. And I guess, you know, Sonic Rush Adventure... Never played that game. Never want to play that game. Don't ever want to think about the Sonic Rush series in general, honestly. I just don't fucking like... I played like 2 minutes of the original Sonic Rush, which is enough for me to realize I would never have liked it in the first place. No two ways about it. Sonic Rush is not... I don't want it, no. I do not. Sonic Rush, I do not want... God, I don't think I've ever stayed for Supersonic this long. I didn't realize that the music looped this much. Frick! Oh, never mind. Come at me, bro. None of you can take on my superness now. Well, that's something. This game still isn't complete, to my knowledge. There's still some levels missing, and ultimately the final boss is like the final boss no matter what. Like, even if you have all 7 Chaos Emeralds or not, and there's no extra super secret supersonic boss for that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that you usually expect from certain Sonic games after a point. But this game really hasn't done anything like that, and well, technically it doesn't have to. Sonic 1 and 2 didn't have super secret to get all the Chaos Emerald bosses, but Sonic 3 and Knuckles did. And given that this game tends to take a lot of the design ethos of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you would kind of think, oh hey, this is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Just be a Sonic 3 and have a secret super boss. I'm pretty sure there's mods for a potential secret super final boss sort of thing, but I mean, I played one, like the Metroid mod that I played has like a big super boss in it. I fucking hate this boss, by the way. Just for the fucking record, fuck this boss. It's like no matter which character I've ever played this boss with. Not again. I think barring one modded character so far that I've tried, none have made this boss fun or interesting in any given goddamn way. And in fact, the character in question, the modded character in question, even comments on this boss at one point about the stupid nature of it. It's just that you have to push buttons in a specific order. I hate pushing buttons in a specific order, which is bad enough. No, you fucker! This is gonna take a while. I hate this boss. Granted, I haven't played this game enough as the default characters. I think this is the first fucking time I played this as default Sonic. I've played as numerous other versions of Sonic besides this one. Bitch. But yeah, the boss, that part is irritating. This part is just fucking tedious. Because all you have to do, you know, if you want to play it fucking safe, is come up to these areas. Stay well away from those egg robos. They will knock you back into the fucking arena and you'll get fucking shanked. Is wait around until Eggman circles around the arena to close to where you can do a little hop and bop at him. It's just a waiting game. Fuck this boss. I hate it. But at least it's over with now and nothing can get any worse from here on out. He says as if that's completely true. Yeah, desert levels are not another not super uncommon thing in Sonic. Though I think Sandopolis Zone is the first one that comes to mind to me. And that one's at least Thunder. That's like a, you know, Egyptian-esque, you know, sort of theme to it at the very least. Yeah, desert themes can take on one or... Oh, I'm not dead. Why? Now I am. There's not a whole lot of variety you can do with the desert theme, but Sonic has done some variety with it, at the very least. Especially here, where the desert theme kind of feels more North American Western style desert theme. Specifically the cartoony stuff you'll see in stuff like Wile E. Coyote cartoons. Specifically with a number of these that you'll see standing around just all over the place. And you don't want to touch those if you can manage, because they go kaboom. But I think more than that, it's just also the sort of cartoonish noises that they make. I don't know if I'll ever accidentally bump into one, but they sound like freaking bowling pins. Ouch. No, no, no! Also, creatures digging under the ground. That's kind of reminiscent of, you know, Bugs Bunny and whatnot. I know I should have taken that last time at Albuquerque. Precision platforming? Yes, you can have both. You can have both explorative and precision platforming on one. But how do I control Sonic? He's too fast. Even Sonic is too fast. How do I control? Get used to the fucking controls. That's how. Sonic doesn't need a goddamn freaking run button. You have an analog stick. Use it. Also, yeah, this is another thing. If you have analog, you can have analog control in a Doom mod. Frick. See, I don't blame the controls for that. I just blame my own stupidity. And maybe the camera, to a degree. Lack of patience probably played a hand in it at some point. I admit to not being the best at this game, but I'm not gonna... It's not the game's fault, it's me not being used to the game. This game is good. This game is fine. Maybe it's not mainstream appeal. Blue Hedgehog gotta have maximum audience alignment sort of thing. But I mean, the fact still remains, is, at the very least, it's playable. People can play it. People have played it to a certain degree of, to a degree of extensive success, in fact. To the point where it's lasted as long as it freaking has. As a Sonic fan game, and just keep going, keep getting modded. And through its mods and through its updates, it will draw in more people who see interest in it. And it's just like, yeah. It doesn't need to be a thing like that. You know what I'm saying? Sheesh. Whoa, get away, get away, get away. Okay, my nervousness about that nearly ended me there. But I'm good. I made it. I'm here. We're at the end of the act. I'm at the end of the zone yet, but we're closing out on it. What's that? No God! Yeah, see? God, that's loud in the ears. You hit those things and it just sounds like bowling pins. Like lol cartoony. Also, we're on a minecart. Who likes to be reminded of Sonic 4? I know the next segment is going to be nothing but minecart just before the end. Do I want it? Yeah, you know what? Sure. Wrong toggle. Wrong toggle. There we go. Yeah, ultimately it is just a waste of time because beyond running into TNT crates, which won't do anything to me if I'm super, if I make any other mistakes on this minecart, I'm instant dead no matter what I do. That's how these segments are programmed for some reason. And now for unique-ish boss against Fang. Or is it Knack? I can't remember. I don't remember which is his official name. Is it Fang the Weasel or Knack? Or is it Knack? No, it's Fang. What is his fucking name? I can never frickin' remember. Is it Knack the Weasel or Fang the Sniper? Is that his official name? Alright, now this is the dangerous part of the boss. Do not underestimate the bomb. Or his bouncing tail. Or his gun. And don't fuck your way off the side of the train either. If you can manage. Just don't fall off the train in general, because this gonna hurt. Starting to become real abundantly clear why modern Sonic has a homing attack. It's just not enough to be able to jump. Hit him! Precisely enough. Are you done? Yeah, you're done. Good. And as annoying as that boss was, I still hate the castle boss more. And now for a Red Volcano Zone act. Because there is no Act 2 yet, apparently. Like, an Act 2 is planned? And has been planned for years, to my knowledge. But still has not received an official inclusion in the game after numerous updates. See, this part of this level is kind of aggravating to me, because it's just like, there's no way that Sonic can, I mean, there probably is. But for the most part, it seems like it's specifically designed for Sonic to only mostly be able to get through by doing that with his shield power-up that he gets there, which is why that shield infinitely respawns there, because you can lose it very easily. And if you can't get through with... If you can't get through, you can't get through without that, then that's just bad design, honestly. One of the things I dislike in general about Sonic having the shield power-ups is that... Okay, so I do know where at least one token is outside of the first couple of zones. But yeah, that's something that this always bothered me about Sonic's. What the fuck happened there? Why the fuck did that happen? Explain that! Sonic's general maneuverability options are limited by what shield power-up he has. I admit it is a neat little gimmick for Sonic to be able to have, but it's one of those things where if you create a scenario where this is necessary, especially scenarios like the one we just went through, why? It shouldn't be necessary. And Sonic being limited by whether or not he has a shield power-up is just... when any other character would not have that same arbitrary limitation, because Tails can fly, Knuckles can glide and climb walls, Amy can smack things with her hammer. You know, these are all things that, in my eye, all make every other character that's not Sonic a better Sonic. Because Sonic is just vanilla mode. He has the hardest time. Because he doesn't get any special power-ups unless he happens... He doesn't have any special abilities unless he happens to get a very situational power-up that he may or may not have by the time that he reaches a certain point, because he might not be able to hang on to it that long. No, admittedly, that's just... You could argue that's a similar problem in 2D Mario games, which is why I don't like 2D Mario games. And yeah, that's the only act of this zone, and you just get into a rocket, and we're on a rock! And we're already in the final stretch of the game. Alright, that's another token that I'm aware of, again, outside of the first couple of zones. So sue me. It's not that hard to find, though. If you're going straight forward and not really thinking, you're gonna run into it anyway. And then watch me, because I hate this upcoming part. I hate it with a fucking passion. This spot right here, you have to get through without getting squashed, and the only way to do that is to go real damn fast. Fucking hate that part. I hate that part. It's like I can almost guarantee every single time. It's just like I'll have enough rings to go super here. I'll go through that segment, immediately squashed. So much for all that super energy you've been saving up. Yeah, here's an inconsistency. We're in space. Sonic can't breathe. What? I am Super Sonic to boot, and I can't frickin' breathe in space? This is established for a long time in the lore of the Sonic universe. Sonic can't breathe underwater, but he can breathe in space. What the sense make? I mean, it's an interesting little gimmick to add into a game like this, but again, as I said, in any other Sonic game, this would not be a frickin' problem, because Sonic can breathe in space when he can't breathe underwater. It's just one of those pre-established universal rules of Sonic the Hedgehog. Is just like, there isn't oxygen underwater, but there's plenty of oxygen in space. Fine. There's just no point in denying my supertivity here. Except that I wanted to hear the freaking music. Not that this is a bad tune, obviously, but I like Egg Rock more. Why can a Sonic not breathe in space? Especially a Super Sonic. He is a Sonic. Sonic can breathe in space, just not underwater. Dagnabbit. Well, at least I got this music back. Going through this part every single time in this level is just slows things to a crawl, no matter which character you play as, because you gotta go through that whole elevator shaft just to get to this, to press the button, and I pressed the wrong toggle. The point of the matter is, this is aggravating. But the worst part of this level is still yet to come. Like, oh, it is soon. It is soon, and I don't really like it at all. I don't like this part of the level one bit. I hate it. It's stupid. No one, whoever invented it, needs to have their head screwed on. This is a Mega Man puzzle, not a Sonic one! Nah! You gotta belong here. No one likes this sort of thing in Mega Man. No one's gonna like this in a Sonic game! Fuck this part. Disappearing, reappearing platforms of fucking doom. We do not like you. We never liked you. Capcom keeps bringing you back in every fucking Mega Man game, and some dickhead thought, oh hey, let's put this in our Sonic fan game, lol. This will surely come across as anything other than frickin' dickish. Stop! We have something a little bit special to do right here in this room. Specifically over here. You hear that? Check your right ear. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I can tell you this, though. I know exactly where this music is from. This is not an original piece. This is from another game that I am well and truly familiar with. This is the Disco Zombie theme from Earthworm Jim 3D. Yeah, a secret room, a secret disco room in Eggman's Egg Rock base. Which, you know, honestly, Dr. Robotnik doesn't seem completely out of place. And if you beat all the enemies in here, congratulations, the door over here opens. And you're greeted with this. Shit! Yeah, the first boss above a bottomless pit with floating records. Ow. Don't do that. And if you beat him, the level ends here instead of where it would have ended before. Frick. And you get another token if you still haven't gotten all the Chaos Emeralds. Do I really want to do that again, though? I think you've seen all you need to see by going down that path. Let's just end the level. Of course, this is even more aggravating. Okay, you see this? Right here. This is the end of the level right here. If I go over here, and I go all the way to the end of this hallway, we're at the beginning of the level again! What the frick? And it was right behind a door right here this whole time. Right here at the beginning. I hate level design like this. Alright, so, of course, could never have been simple enough to just beat it on and move on to the boss. We have to beat Metal Sonic now. God, I don't know if I can do this. This is difficult enough with all of the custom character mods that I use most of the time. I have not done this with Vanilla Sonic yet. Okay. God. No. Don't want to fall down. Shit. I'm better at this than I give myself credit for. Never mind. Frustration is growing. Am not great teacher. Teacher am not good. Me am caveman think. Me am dumb. Durr. Me try same thing over and over and think it make difference. Why am I so dumb? Farewell to intelligence. It was never there in the first place. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. This is doable. This is not doable. Oh, crap. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. God damn! And now I have to actually beat this little this robot son of a bitch. This is problem enough with most other custom characters. I have to do it with vanilla freaking Sonic. Ah! Stop moving, you metal piece of shit! Alright, one more hit. One more hit. I'm good. I can do this. Whoa! No, my rings! Okay. No! Come the fuck on! Let's it. No, 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 no! Come on, come on. Are you fucking kidding me? There, frickin' finally! Oh, the final boss, Brack Eggman, which I don't know if that's a deliberate mistranslation or what, but it's Metal Robotnik from the Sonic OVA, who was originally known as Black Eggman in the Japanese version. I don't know. I guess at this point it's just a deliberate mistranslation, which I don't like because Brack just makes me think of that Space Ghost character. God, compared to fucking Metal Sonic, that was nothing. What the hell? Alright, well, game over. That's it. That's my... That's my tribute to Sonic the Hedgehog on his... What birthday is this? I don't care. Sonic's been around too long. That's all I need to know. And these are all the people that have to be credited for this game. Give them a show of hands, you know. Who here would clap for this? Do it. Do it. Do it! Clap! Applause! They made this game for you to enjoy. Do it! Enjoy it! Be happy! Because me being happy is in very limited supply right now. Mostly because I've had to play this game vanilla with the original Sonic and not one of the many different Sonic variants you can mod into this game. Because there are a lot of different Sonics that you can play as in this game. They're all better than this one, as far as I'm concerned. Not that this is a bad Sonic to play in this Sonic game with his... Fuck! But, it just... I started this game for the first time playing as Junio Sonic. And just from that point on, went on to play as many different custom characters with their custom movesets as possible without ever touching the vanilla roster at any point ever, because that's just how I wanted to play the game. And they all have a lot more interesting, a lot more varied movesets, a lot more... They're just not that. They are not the thing that I just played for 2 hours. It does seem a little bit disingenuous that my celebration of Sonic's birthday is not with an actual Sonic the Hedgehog title, but with a fan game that has been around for a lot less long time. Granted, it has been a generously long time since this game began its production. But yay, we saved the rock. The rock is saved. It's a rock in space. It's just a... It's a rock! Whatever. That's been my tribute to Sonic the Hedgehog on whatever numbered birthday this is. I'm gonna go back and play modded characters now. And I'm not gonna do it on stream because that would be too interesting and I don't want that. Like playing as interesting characters live on stream in a Sonic the Hedgehog game. Sonic the Hedgehog fan game at that. Who cares? This is about the blue fucker. And I'm done. This is the Devasia mentality saying peace out and goddamn. I need a new hobby.